Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning. How's your wife? Is she okay?
Well, she'll be fine until Tuesday night. I think I'll probably get a room at one of the lodging facilities here in Custer County.
Of course, Joan I know your wife is a big Boston Red Sox fan, and I was kind of watching the scores yesterday on the final day of the regular season. Boy, that American League race, wild card race, was just amazing to watch because you had 4 teams that were still involved in it. And, of course, if the Red Sox won and the Yankees won, then they both would advance and end up playing each other tonight, right? They play tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night they play.
The Red Sox and Yankees play tomorrow.
The Red Sox and Yankees play tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But if either the Yankees or Red Sox lost, then there was a chance that Toronto and or Seattle could get involved if they won. So I'm watching all of these scores come across, and I see Boston getting behind early. I'm like, oh, no. I wonder how it's going at the Burning household.
Well, I worked outside in the yard quite a bit yesterday, and because the weather was so great. I hope
it was beautiful.
You folks enjoyed the weather this weekend. It was fabulous, great to be out. Now, I wasn't outside the house because of Joan's tension, but she would come out and report to me once in a while what the score was, and when we had something to eat there, she was giving me updates off her phone because I don't know if you could find a baseball game yesterday, but because of pro football, on our particular service, there were no baseball games. You had all these wild, wonderful matchups you just spoke of, and you couldn't get a baseball game.
Yeah. I have the app that allows me to listen to the games, so I was listening to a few of them, but I don't know if any of them were on TV anywhere, which is, I don't know, doesn't necessarily seem right with all of the channels that are available today, but I saw Boston came back in the 9th, right? Devers hit a home run or something, and they ended up winning.
Yeah. Also, the Yankees just fairly won as well. They won in the 9th inning. And the Aaron Judge, was the guy who knocked in the hit that sent the Yankees into the postseason. So, a lot of drama there. And hopefully now that there's I guess there'll be a football game tonight, but they should be able to get the games on Tuesday.
I think all the games will be on TV somewhere now from here on out. Yeah. But my God, the Yankees and the Red Sox.
No shootout.
A one-game playoff to get into the division series. Whoa. You think Fenway will be... Boston's hosting that, right?
Yes, they are.
Boy, you think Fenway will be revved up?
Oh, boy. Whew. Yeah, it'll be full and crazy. And... I mean, I know all these things because my wife tells me as it unfolds. Yes, I get the complete details.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Tom Brady squeaked one out last night.
Watch that, yep.
Squeaked is the optimum word there. Field goal that hit the post would have changed it. So he and his old coach had quite the battle. I think the commentary was, I didn't watch the whole game, but the commentary was, his old coach kind of knew how to mix things up, throw him off a little bit, keep him out of sync. But I think Mother Nature probably kept the score down a little bit too. But Tom Brady still can do it. He pulled it out. They pulled it out. I shouldn't say just he, his team did. So that one is in the books. Now they can quit all the drama there.
Oh, thank goodness.
Between the two. Finally, the coach says, I'm sick of this. We get along fine. We had great 20 years together. Come on, But they were trying to work up all these scenarios. I suppose for ratings. I don't know. So anyway, it was a great weekend for outdoor activities. Watching a little football. I guess listening to a little baseball on Sunday. I couldn't believe the beautiful days we had over the weekend. A lot of just comfortable weather. It was 80 just for a little while yesterday. You can't beat that.
Yeah. And I think some nice days even yet this week.
And then I think the following week we'll start to see a little more fall creep in. We won't see those 80s anymore, more in the 60s and 70s, upper 60s. So it's been great, really. When we think about the weather we've had here in the middle of the country compared to other places, pretty well blessed with the good weather we've had. A good growing season, harvest really getting going now. So it's a great time of year. Halloween's coming up.
Yes.
Not very far away now that we're into October. They expect Halloween to be much, much bigger this year across the nation. The National Retail Federation is excited because they expect spending to be at an all-time high for costumes, candy, and decorations. There was some texting flying around this weekend with some of our crew.
I saw that.
Volunteering you and I to be some characters.
Dress up, basically volunteering you and me to dress up for Halloween.
And they say, I'm all in. Well, they didn't talk to us.
Exactly. No one reached out to us to say, hey, Brent, Dave, would you be interested in dressing up like these people? Oh, no. It just, I don't know. Apparently we don't have a say in it. I don't know.
Well, if we don't wear the costumes, we do have a say.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Birthdays today, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday to Tim Coble, Brad Smits, and Bill Beavers. A few of the birthdays that we're aware of, and they are celebrating. And if you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating with Susan Sharandan. She's 75 today, if you can believe that. Oscar-winning actress known for the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Thelma and Louise. That was a big, big movie. Also, Rachel Lee Cook, 42 today. She's Josie and the Pussycats star. I don't know if you remember that or not.
No.
She also showed us what our brains looked like on drugs back in the 1997 anti-drug PSA campaign.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that at all?
No, I don't.
Okay. Dakota Johnson is 32 today. She's best known for playing Anastasia Steele in the 50 Shades of Grey film. And Bill Fagerbach. Does that ring a bell?
It does not, no.
64 today. Some people remember him from the sitcom Coach.
Oh, was he Dauber?
It doesn't say here that he was just, some people remember him from the sitcom Coach, but most recognize his voice for playing SpongeBob's sidekick, Patrick.
Patrick, yes. He played Dauber. That's Dauber.
Oh, it's
from
Dauber.
Coach.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know I just always knew him as Dauber. I didn't know what his real name was.
Happy birthday to you if you're celebrating your birthday today. I want to remind you real quick that they're having a blood drive in Callaway today. That's at the community center. It starts at 9 o'clock this morning. This is also 4-H week, and you'll be hearing some messages about 4-H throughout this week, if not beyond, on both of our radio stations. And so be sure and listen for those on KCNI, KBBN Radio. Now, I want to thank everybody so far that put together the citywide cleanup here in our area. And a special thank you to the transfer center out on Rhino Road. They set up for the computers and different types of waste that they would take yesterday or Saturday morning from like 8 to 10. They had a line of cars, and boy, did they run that smoothly. They had it set up. Didn't even have to get out of your car if you didn't want to. You lifted the lid, and they pulled everything out and started sorting it. And so that was, I think they did a great job on that. There were other points here in Broken Bow that you could drop your things off. Ansley was also involved in that. And we'll probably be reading a little bit later on about Lexington and some of the other communities that are doing that. It's a good way to get things cleaned up a little bit before winter hits, get rid of some of those things that you got on the shelves that maybe you need to properly dispose of. And I took a load of computers in on Saturday, and like I say, I got out of the car. By the time I got out of the car, they already had it unloaded and signed a sheet, and away you went. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's a great service for our communities. Rummage sale coming up. The Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Clinic Hospital Auxiliary Fall Rummage Sale. Now remember, that's coming up the 10th through the 14th, bundle days on the 10th and the 11th, which is a Sunday and Monday. And then the sale will be underway Tuesday, Wednesday, and a half day on Thursday on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. So round up your things that you can take down and sell. I think anything that doesn't sell ends up going on to Goodwill, which is a great thing. Clean the closets out. We should be pretty cleaned up by the time this is all done, right?
We should be, yeah.
Also coming up this week, October 7th, and I think we'll be talking about that today, as we have the Broken Bow Area Rotary on our list for scheduled visitors today. We'll talk about the Pints for Polio Party with a Purpose, which is coming up October 7th, and that will be at Kincaiders in Broken Bow, so we'll find out more about that. Also, we spoke with the gals last week about the Healing Hearts and Families 2021 Gala, and I think you have till the 11th to make your reservations for a table on that. You can also donate things for them to auction. I think they will still take those. But again, that is going to be on October 16th at the One Box Convention Center. And they'll have a live and silent auction and some entertainment, good food, good fellowship, and for a good cause. So that's on the calendar as well. School lunch menus, I don't have any new ones yet.
I don't have any for October, no.
All right, shall we play the game?
Well, let's do. Still asking questions regarding Chevrolet, because back on September 29th, 1966, the Camaro was introduced by Chevrolet. So we're finding out how well you know your Chevys.
Okay.
Here's today's question. Chevy launched the El Camino. Oh, a buddy of mine in high school had an El Camino.
Those are sweet.
Oh, we loved riding around in that thing. Chevy launched the El Camino in response to what vehicle? Okay. Chevy launched the El Camino in response to what vehicle? Your choices are the Ford Bronco, the Jeep Truckster, the Ford Ranchero, or the Dodge Durango. Chevy launched the El Camino in response to what vehicle? Ford Bronco, Jeep Truckster, Ford Ranchero, or Dodge Durango? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
It's that time of year, trade-in days at Beau Bootery. So grab up your old shoes, purses, hats, and boots to trade in towards something new. This is going on this week only through Saturday, so don't hesitate. We take your trade-ins from men, women, and kids and donate the usable ones so someone else can get some use out of them. Trade-in days going on this week at Beau Bootery, your home-owned shoe store. Come see our new fall styles on the square in Broken Bow.
We have Sandy on the line. Good morning, Sandy. How are you?
I'm just doing really good, thank you.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Good, good. It's hard not to with
Yes, it is.
beautiful weather. Here's Brent.
Okay, Sandy, Chevy launched the El Camino in response to what vehicle? Was it the Ford Bronco, the Jeep Truckster, the Ford Ranchero, or the Dodge Durango?
The Ranchero.
Yeah, you got it. Ranchero's it.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
You bet. And Sandy, we got for you a certificate that will get you a free 6-inch sub at Subway. So you just come on out and see us when you can.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
good day.
Bye. 7:45 is your time. It's 41 degrees.
this fall. From big equipment and semis to displaced deer and other critters, it can be a rough time for your auto insurance. Want to be sure to have the right coverage for all the stuff that can happen on the road? Give us a call to review all your insurance coverages. From home, auto, farm, ranch, business, and crop, we handle it all. Now with offices in Callaway, Broken Bow, Albion, and Lincoln, schedule an appointment today with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. Let the movement rehabilitation specialist at Team Physical Therapy get you back into shape this fall sports season. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back into the game. Check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
It is 10 minutes before the hour, right on time. Steve Fowler's here from the grocery cart, and he looks especially sharp today. He is trimmed up. His beard looks good. Brent is shaved before he came to work today. I'm actually shaved myself. Oh, can I tell you guys a true story real quick? I better not. It's about those shavers. Never mind, Steve.
Okay.
What are the specials at the grocery cart this week?
Well, we've got a lot of good stuff this week from October 4th, which is this wonderful Monday, through October 10th. So you can save on all of these mentioned items that I'm going to talk about now, including these great fresh meat items. 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube, only $2.98 a pound. So grab that up while it's at a great price there. Boston butt pork roast, $1.98 a pound, also a super value. Big favorite of the customers, the homemade pork sausage by Grocery Cart, $3.28 a pound. And if you're still looking for a grilling item, we've got Grocery Cart's premium aged choice certified Angus beef sirloin tip steak, $5.98 a pound. Fill up that freezer with a 2.5-pound bag of boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets by Best Choice, only $6.98. Fresh frozen Best Buy boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets, $3.48 a pound. Turkey Valley Farm boneless turkey, 6-pound average, $2.88 a pound. So get into that turkey spirit that's coming up and buy one of those just to get used to having a little more turkey in your diet. Fairbury Red Hot Dogs, pick that up for game day or any day, 12-ounce package, 2 for $7. Armour Sliced Pepperoni, 5-ounce package, $2.98. On over in the dairy deals, we've got Blue Bonnet Stick Margarine, 98 cents each. Best Choice Butter, 16 ounces, $2.88. And Best Choice Sour Cream, 24 ounces, $2.10 this week. Pick up that Go-Gurt yogurt for the kids, or maybe you like it too. 2 for $4 on the Go-Gurt this week. Frozen Foods Department, Best Choice Waffles, 3 for $5. Jack's Pizza, 2 for $5. And Totino's Pizza Rolls, 2 for $7. And what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, you would pay $3.78 this week at the grocery cart. Otherwise, that's a great question.
What would you do, Brent?
I don't know. I guess ask for one. I'm not a huge fan of the Klondike bar.
Yeah, I knew
What
that
is a
was
Klondike bar?
ice cream bar, basically.
Yeah.
Square one.
Yeah, covered in chocolate.
A couple different flavors.
Over the ice cream.
Well, that sounds delicious. I'd rob
They're good.
I'd rob a bank.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd rob a bank
my.
and get one. I'd hold somebody hostage if I had to.
Good grief. Wow.
I'd steal a car. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I would run my car into the grocery store.
Yes. Drive
and
right
get
in.
a drive-by Klondiking.
Just grab them and go.
Grocery savings this week. And don't forget, in all these departments, you can find those orange tag TPR savings. Temporary price reductions is what TPR stands for throughout the GK and especially in dairy, frozen, and grocery. This week, Frito-Lay's bringing all the chips. We've got Frito-Lay Ruffles or Lay's, 2 for $5. Frito-Lay Doritos, $2.98. And Frito-Lay Cheetos or Fritos, 2 for $7. I know Fritos is one of my favorite for chili time. Definitely great to just dip into the chili or have a little cheese with that as well. One of my favorites there. Chili.
Do you, Steve?
Yeah.
Do you use the big chips, the original, or the little ones that are cupped?
I like the scoops for chili.
Do you?
Yeah.
So do you put them in there, or do you dip it in there?
Well, I have various ways that I eat it.
Oh,
because that's just me. But once in a while, I'll just dip some chili and eat it that way, or I'll get a little cheese and then some chili and dip it that way. Yeah.
This guy's got it going on.
I know my food.
You do. No, I don't know if we've ever met a grocery store manager that checks out his product as carefully as you do.
Well, I have many years of research in that area. So chili is the name of the game this time of year, but it's also warm enough that you could grill out and do all sorts of things as well. But chili is starting to come into season. We've got Keebler Zesta crackers, 2 for $5. Best Choice canned tomatoes, 5 for $3. Best Choice canned beans, 5 for $3. So that just tells me, get some of that ground beef, and boom, you're almost ready to make your chili right there. Idahoan instant potatoes, 98 cents each this week. And yes, it's getting cooler out, so maybe start stocking up on hot cocoa. Best Choice hot cocoa mix, 2 for $3. Continuing on in the grocery savings, Best Choice peanut butter, 16-ounce varieties, 2 for $4. Betty Crocker brownie mix, 18-ounce varieties, 4 for $5. Progresso selected soups, 18 to 19 ounces, 8 for $12. I'll let you do the math on that there. Best Choice broth, 14-ounce varieties, 50 in a can, 58 cents each. So a lot of good seasonal favorites as the seasons change, but we also have barbecue sauce still on sale. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, 2 for $5. So a lot of different things you could get going for your meals this time of year. It feels like fall, so some of the favorites are coming around for fall, but still time to grill, still time to do some outdoor activities as well.
Pretty much everything's in season right now.
Right.
It's going to get cooler later in the month, so
that's right.
That chili is going to hit the spot.
It will. Farm Fresh produce this week, always a great healthy option, plus it's a great add-in to many different recipes that you might be making, or just a sweet treat like these fresh clementines, 3-pound bag, $4.98. Red or green seedless grapes, $1.68 a pound. I know I like a splash of lemon on my tacos or other things, 2 for $1 for fresh lemons this week. Fall squash, definitely coming into season, 78 cents a pound. Get them all. The price is right for sure there. 5-pound bag red potatoes, 2 for $5 as well. Fresh Deli, always bringing the meats and cheeses to the table, whether you're making sandwiches or just a party tray for yourself and your get-together for the next big Husker win. What a game that was.
Well, boy, we haven't even talked about that yet. That was
quite the game, wasn't it?
Quite a game. That's the best way to put it, yeah.
It was nice to see.
Yes, it was.
Slice to order, Cajun-style sun-dried tomato turkey, $7.58 a pound. Slice to order, medium cheddar cheese, $5.98 a pound. So definitely pick up those and more varieties in the deli as well. Mrs. Jerry's 3-bean salad, $2.58 a pound. Great side as a standalone side, or maybe in addition to Chester's chicken meal that you might pick up this week. Smokehouse Favorites, always a grab-and-go feature. You can get smoked sliced brisket by the pound, pulled pork, or burnt ends in the grab-and-go doors. So one of many favorites that you can pick up at the grab-and-go doors in aisle 11 in the deli. So definitely check out all that and more from your Fresh Deli this week. Bakery items, we of course always can make those cakes for you for any event. Just call them up at 872-2206. On ad this week, one of my favorites to have with coffee in the morning, J. Skinner Danish strips, 5 varieties, 14 ounces, 2 for $5. Also fresh baked muffins, 4-count, $5.98. Stop by that wine and spirit shop for your favorite or your new favorite. A lot of great stuff on ad as always, including Bailey's Irish Cream 750s, $32.98 this week. Rewards, bonus items this week It's pumpkin season. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are in the store, and Ken over in Produce laying out the great deals on these rewards bonus items. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, only $4.98, plus you get 3,000 points.
Wow.
So you can... we used to give the pumpkins away for free. This is our new way of basically doing that. So
through
you
your
get a
bonus
bunch of
program.
points, to get free items that would be equivalent to the value of that pumpkin or gas discounts for that value. So, also in the deli, the Hormel Gathering Supreme Party Tray. You're looking for a quick and easy way to have a tray ready for yourself. Well, that's one of the easiest ways. Pick up one of those Hormel trays from the deli, grab and go. This one's a 39-ounce tray, and it even has olives in it. $16.98 plus 1,700 points per. So definitely a great value there. Mr. Dell's frozen potatoes, 2 for $5, earn 250 points. General Mills select variety cereals, $1.98, earn 200 points. Best Choice cream soups, mushroom, celery, or chicken, 10 ounce, 78 cents, earn 100 points per. Kraft American singles.
Oh, boy.
You get a single. You get a single.
Oh, plastic.
Everybody gets the Kraft singles.
I don't know why you need one of those, but go ahead.
I can see Brent making it rain with Kraft singles. You know how they... Maybe he wouldn't be willing to give them up, though.
I doubt he would.
Yeah.
He'd hoard them.
12 ounce, 16 slices, $2.98, earn 300 points. I would pay to see Brent
I would too.
give out singles.
Yeah, you could try it, Brent. Would you like to try it?
Why am I being picked on for the fact that I love the Kraft American single?
Because you're an easy target.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I don't know if you could do that or not anyway, because they'll stick together. Plastic.
They're pretty...
They slide
slick.
pretty good.
Yeah. As long as they're not wet or stuck together, I mean...
Right out of the fridge, do they slide? Well,
Maybe.
you would know, Brent, do they?
I'm telling you what, you're talking about chili. Right with chili is the grilled cheese.
Yes.
And there
Well,
is
tomato
nothing
soup.
that makes a better grilled cheese than the Kraft American single.
Velveeta.
Kraft.
That makes a way better grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I can't speak to that because I've never used Velveeta myself.
I haven't either.
You
First off, Velveeta, well, I shouldn't say that. I think my wife has made grilled cheese with Velveeta before. But Velveeta takes it's so much more preparation. The Kraft single, you take it out of the package, you unwrap it, you throw it on the piece of bread, melts
Can I ask you a question?
perfectly.
Do you have a cheese slicer? Because all you got to do
I
with
don't
the
know if
Velveeta-
we. I don't
Well,
know
you
if
know
we do or not, I
Velveeta
don't
makes
think.
sliced cheese too.
They
right?
do. They do.
Yeah.
That's right.
They do, yeah. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not so sure that the Velveeta singles are not wrapped. Are they?
They're wrapped.
They
have
are
to be, or
wrapped.
they
See-
would, they
So
would stick
see,
together
how do you
if they-
respond to that, Bernie?
Because-
They're wrapped in plastic.
I'll tell you what happened is that they knew there was a lot of people out there that that like their cheese in plastic. And so just as a marketing thing, they put Velveeta in plastic to fulfill. It's kind of like reading something on Facebook and believing it. I would like that Velveeta if it was in plastic.
Yeah, I'm with you there. So Stacy's Pita Chips in the bakery department.
Moving right along.
6 varieties, 2 for $5, earn 250 points. And Wimmer's Little Smokies. We had some issues getting those in, but we've got a bountiful amount again, so get them while they're in stock. $3.98, earn 400 points
Wow.
for the Little Smokies.
I got to tell you, just even filling up your lawnmower is expensive with gasoline. So those bonus points could come in handy even just to do that last mowing of your lawn.
Yep, free items at the GK is where you can use your points, or Casey's here in Broken Bow for gas discounts.
All right. Are you getting some applications? Are you looking for more workers?
I still need some applications to
Okay.
come in for daytime cashier, deli primarily, and maybe some part-time stocking for the frozen department during the day. So there's definitely some openings for those looking for part-time, up to full-time, and even a manager opening at the deli manager position. So,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Opportunities at the grocery cart.
For certain.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, thank you,
It's good to
guys.
see you again.
Good to see you, too.
It's not so good to see you. You're going to argue about cheese this morning, Brent.
What? I didn't even bring it up.
Wing, 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 wing.
Unbelievable.
As the cheese goes out. Wing, wing, wing. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. After a few hours watching the oil slick washing up on California's Huntington Beach.
My throat hurt, and you can feel the vapor in the air.
Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley. A pipeline breach sent 126,000 gallons pouring into the Pacific, closing beaches, fouling fragile wetlands. Coronavirus is the worst over. Dr. Anthony Fauci telling CBS's Face the Nation he doesn't know.
It's just too soon to tell. Let's focus like a laser on continuing to get those cases down, and we can do it.
Johnson & Johnson, the latest and last to request booster shots for its COVID vaccine. Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen tells CBS's 60 Minutes Mark Zuckerberg presides over algorithms that undermine democracy.
Mark has never set out to make a hateful platform, but he has allowed choices to be made where the side effects of those choices are that hateful, polarizing content gets more distribution, more reach.
CBS News Brief, I'm Vicki Barker.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts has picked a former Republican Party operative to serve as Sarpy County's election commissioner. Emily Ethington, 25 years old of Papillion, will administer elections in Nebraska's third largest county, according to the governor's office. Ethington is a former county field director for the Nebraska Republican Party, as well as for the 2020 legislative campaign of her twin sister, State Senator Julie Slama, who was appointed to her seat by Governor Ricketts in 2019. Ethington has also worked as a branch office administrator for the financial services firm Edward Jones and as a commercial loan assistant for Pinnacle Bank. As election commissioner, she will earn $86,842 a year from Sarpy County. She earned a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in organizational management from Peru State College. The governor's office says she has also volunteered with Cornhusker Girls State, Meals on Wheels through Tabitha Health, and Food Bank of Lincoln. State law requires governors to appoint election commissioners in Douglas, Lancaster, and Sarpy counties because their populations are greater than 100,000. The appointed commissioners are then required to appoint a deputy from the opposite political party. In every other Nebraska county, elections are run by county clerks or someone within their office. A Northeast Nebraska woman will spend decades in prison for the stabbing death of a Norfolk man. 25-year-old Latessa Thomas of Niobrara was sentenced in Madison County District Court last week. She was given 35 to 50 years in prison on amended charges of manslaughter and a weapons violation. Officials say Thomas fatally stabbed 41-year-old Roger Sowell of Norfolk last year. Court documents show Sowell's girlfriend told police that Sowell and Thomas got into an argument and it escalated. Thomas then reportedly pulled a knife from a kitchen drawer and stabbed Sowell in the neck. She was given credit for 299 days already served.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking week 4 in the NFL Sunday night. The Buccaneers go to rainy Foxborough, beat the Patriots 19-17 in his return against his old team. Tampa Bay quarterback Tom Brady threw for 269 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. New England kicker Nick Folk had the go-ahead 56-yard field goal attempt, hit the left upright with 59 seconds to play. Tampa Bay's 3-1. New England falls to 1-3. Cardinals improved to 4-0, beating the Rams 37-20 in Los Angeles. That was a battle of undefeated teams. Cowboys and the Panthers their first loss the year, 36-28. Dallas is 3-1. Ravens are 3-1. They beat the Broncos 23-7. That's Denver's first loss of the season. Packers improved to 3-1, beating the Steelers 27-17. Seahawks over the 49ers 28-21. Browns are 3-1, down in the Vikings 14-7. Overtime for the Giants to beat the Saints 27-21. That's the Giants' first win of the year. Jets in overtime topped the Titans 27-24. That's the Jets' first win of the season.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. High temperatures climbing into the lower 80s for today under lots of sun. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies will dip to a low of 43. Tuesday's highs in the upper 70s with abundant sunshine, and that stretch of sunny weather looks to continue right into Wednesday as well, mid-70s. For Thursday, lots of sun, high of 77, with some lower 80s Friday. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Is your current financial advisor really listening to you, or just waiting for his or her turn to talk? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we are here, ready to listen. We want to know what's important to you. We want to learn about your goals so that together we can put you on the financial path that's right for you. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
10 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let me move this button here and that button there, and we'll introduce our next guest. But before we do that, Brent, I just wanted to apologize to you.
Here we go.
I just think maybe we got a little carried away with the sliced cheese episode. I want no hard feelings on that, okay? I mean, I didn't mean anything by it.
You never do.
I listened to this coming in, and I think the apology is appropriate.
Okay.
Thanks, Deb. Appreciate that.
I apologize. I'm trying to not be so aggressive on those sorts of things, and I don't know. You just got me all worked up about.
But here's what bothers me, Deb.
Okay.
In regard, do you have time to be a counselor for just a second? Thank you very much.
I'm not a good counselor.
Okay. He.
Do you have to say he that way? Could you say Dave?
Quiet.
He.
Okay, Dave. Always just initiates the conversation to begin with, and then he just thinks that he can apologize and it's okay.
Well, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think that's in his contract.
Well, don't you think that he should just, instead of just apologizing all the time, he should just maybe not even go down certain roads?
Oh no.
Now,
I think he should.
Brent, could I just say, I know that you were raised, your mom's probably watching or listening right now. I know you were raised to forgive. So, Peggy, would you talk to him a little bit later, maybe give him a call? Because I think he's going a little bit south on us here. He's not in that forgiving mood. And I've apologized.
Yes, you're very good at that. Yeah. So I forgive you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks for apologizing.
Sure. Now we better do our job now.
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's get past this drama. Deb McCaslin is here on behalf of the Rotary. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. You've brought a lot of information. Let's dive in and talk about some things that are coming up pretty quickly here.
We have so much going on that I'm not even being quite sure where to start. First of all, we have our Pints for Polio this Thursday. It'll be at Kincaid's. I'm just enjoying the heck out of working with Brent's daughter. She's the new manager out there, and she just knows her stuff, and it's got just a great evening planned. We were going from 5 to 8, but we're actually going to start it at 4 now.
Okay.
There's a wonderful event going on at the bonfire, a fabulous fundraiser, and very needed for the Bissonnette family. And we know that there is going from 5 to 7. And so ours is going to go literally from 4 to 8. Okay. So we're inviting people to come on out to Kincaid's and have a beer before you go, and then go to dinner over at Bonfire if you like, or stay for dinner at Kincaid's. They've got some great specials that Aubrey has designed especially for that evening. She was going to announce them this morning, but she's off being a mom right now. And then we'll go until 8 o'clock, or come over afterwards. It's buy a glass, keep the glass, and get a beer. The money's going for Pints for Polio. And we're really hoping, Rotary's worked very hard for a lot of years on polio, that this can be the second disease to be eradicated. It's still left in 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. But it could so easily crop up again. They say that if Rotary ever backed off it's worldwide inoculations against polio, that within 4 years we would be right back where we were before we started, because it's that contagious. And if you'd like to learn more about polio, you can come out to Kincaid's Thursday night, 4 to 8. Oh, we're going to have a cornhole contest and a purple pinky.
What?
A purple pinky.
Okay.
I hear silence in the room.
I have no idea what that means.
Someone get hit with a hammer?
Yeah.
Well, pretty close. When the babies are inoculated, especially in some of the third world countries, the moms tended to think that if one drop of this magic liquid to keep your child from getting polio is good, 2 might be better, and 3 could be fantastic.
Oh.
That's not the case. So they would literally have their children get the inoculation, then they'd go back and get in line again and come through again.
Uh-oh.
So now what they do is they put a little dye on the purple pinky.
Oh.
So that when the child goes through, the healthcare workers know that this child has already received their inoculation. And so if you want to out there, we can paint your finger purple for your donation, and only ours washes off.
Good.
I was wondering, too, for folks out there who want to come out and join in on the event, can they put that fabulous root beer in one of those mugs?
Yes, they certainly can.
Okay.
I know that I've had several calls on that going, I don't drink, but I want to come.
Yeah.
Please come, and you can absolutely have root beer.
And it's brewed right there. That's homemade root
it's
beer.
delicious.
It's really good. So you can put that in the glass and take that with you, right?
Correct. And
Okay.
so you're right at the door. We're going to have the glasses, and we're going to have a little poker chip at the bottom that you can go and get and then you can get additional poker chips to get additional drinks if you like. And Kincaid's has just been hugely generous with us. We're just so tickled that they stepped forward. We actually had this event planned last year and had it all advertised, and it was a go. And then the health district literally called me and said, Deb, this event you're having next week, she goes, ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, yeah, you're right. And it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
We did need to just wait a year.
So this is going to be from 4 to 8.
Uh-huh.
And you can have a root beer or a beer and keep the glass. You're going to have the iron lung there?
Yes, we will. We'll have the iron lung on display. And did you know it still works?
Oh, it does?
Yeah. We just had the iron lung down in Houston 2 weeks ago, and we had it all plugged in, and somebody volunteered to get in it, and they said it was quite the sensation.
I bet. Ooh.
It wasn't me that volunteered. That thing looked scary. But it will be on display as well as some other education type things. And just come out and learn more about polio. Did you know that when COVID hit around the world, because Rotary had these wonderful avenues for distribution of the polio vaccine worldwide into rural areas, into they literally deliver this by donkey and boat and everything, that the countries where we have this contacted Rotary and used our supply chains to deliver the COVID vaccine. They said, this is working, so let's use what's working.
Okay. So, it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
And then also, right now during this particular year, especially during October, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is going to give a 2-for-1 donation. So for everything that's donated this Thursday night towards polio, Bill and Melinda Gates will offer a 2-for-1 for each of those dollars. So your dollars will have triple effect.
All right. That's nice of them to do that, and that will raise even more money.
And then Wednesday of this week at noon at the library, we have a tremendous lineup of speakers. And this just kind of fell into place. We were in the right place at the right time. Norm and I were at the Rotary meeting in Lexington last week and met one of the Rotarians, who's Dr. Arvind Menon. he works for the Two Rivers Public Health Department as I cannot pronounce that word,
epidemiologist.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me. But anyway, he has his doctorate from Johns Hopkins in infectious diseases and public health. But the interesting thing is that as late as 2007, he was in India treating polio. So he has held these babies. He has treated this. He knows so much about it. And he and his just lovely wife and wonderful children are just really lovely human beings. And he will be at the library on Wednesday at noon to talk about his experience in treating polio. And then also on tap will be Dr. Jacobson, who is Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, he's a Korean War veteran, correct?
Yes, he is. Yep.
And he has treated polio as well. And he remembers having good friends who had polio growing up. And he goes, I can explain that iron lung and exactly why it works. It's really today's, it was the breather of yesterday. And so we'll have the iron lung at the library as well. And so he will be there. And then Tammy Hendrickson will be our last speaker. And she is the curator at Custer County Museum. She's been researching polio in Custer County. And she told me the other day that the first inoculations were given in Ansley.
Oh, no kidding.
She has found all sorts of stuff on the history of polio in Custer County. So it's going to be a really interesting hour. We'll start right at noon. We'll end at 1. And we invite you to come be part of the conversation. There's so many people who know, did you know that my grandmother had polio or my great aunt had polio? Or I remember growing up with it. So just come join the conversation.
All right. So this is basically your meeting that you typically have, but you're going to have it at the library where you have a little more room for all of this. And okay. So it's going to be an hour long.
And it's open to everyone.
Okay.
And then so come Wednesday to the library at noon, come Thursday to Kincaiders, and learn more about this horrendous disease that we're trying to stomp out of the world, and how it ties into COVID. It's really a today's conversation.
Yeah, you've got history and what's going on now. It parallels pretty closely there. So. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear Doc Jacobson talk about what he remembers, and then Tammy doing research, and then, of course, the PhD there talking about, I would imagine, polio and maybe touching on a little bit of what's going on today as well.
Correct. He's prepared to do that. And we have some polio survivors that are invited too.
Oh, good.
But each of those... I'm just going to wait and see who comes. We have several invited, and we're hoping that they'll join the conversation.
All right.
And then, oh my gosh, we've got so much coming up. Toward the end of the month, we're going to have a wind farm tour that everyone's invited to join us on, and that'll be the 27th. Check out our Facebook page. We'll keep things current there. And then in November, we have Maggie Malone coming in. She's a 2-time Olympian. She's from Geneva. And Jess, our current president, was her babysitter growing up. So that's how they know each other. And so she'll join by Zoom, and we're hoping that some of the schools might want to hook into that conversation. And then also, the second week of November, we have a human trafficking education trailer coming in. Rotary's bringing this in out of Denver. It's an interactive trailer. They'll be doing some convocations in the schools. We have the date set for Broken Bow, and I'm in conversation with other schools in the county to do that. I visited the trailer 2 years ago in Denver and thought, oh my gosh, I would really, really like to bring this education into Custer County. And we kind of had the conversation going and the COVID hit.
Oh.
And we just didn't think it was the right time. And so now that they're coming in, they'll come in during the week of November 7th. They'll be here in Custer County that week. And we're bringing it in. It's a joint adventure between Broken Bow Area Rotary, Broken Bow Public Schools, and the City of Broken Bow.
Gosh.
We're all sponsoring it together.
Okay. Lots coming up. Yeah, that sounds great. And, of course, this week you've got kind of a doubleheader going here with the Pints for Polio party. That's on Thursday.
Yes, and that's... Oh, we sure hope people know about it. We've had it on the books for about 3 months, but it's like, oh, it's coming up so fast now.
And ahead of that on Wednesday, then you have the Rotary gathering at the library, noon to 1 o'clock, with all the conversation and expertise that you would need to talk about polio and how that relates to COVID. So that should be very interesting.
It's gonna be an interesting week. We kind of got a word out to our members going, okay, this week is all hands on deck. Please, please be there.
Okay, all right.
And we invite anyone who's interested in Rotary. The neat thing about it is it's just the motto, the mission statement is just dirt simple, service above self. And our membership has been nicely growing. So it's like you can look at all the activities and everything we've got going on and you go, I'm really interested in this and this. I'm not so interested in this. So you get involved in those things you're interested in and not so involved in those things you're not interested in. And that kind of makes it work.
Yeah. They contact you or Jess about that then?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Just give you a ring and
we'll tell you anything you want to know. We're pretty open about everything.
Yep. Or easier, just come to the meeting on Wednesday and talk about it then as well.
In that beautiful community room that the library has to offer.
Yep. It'll work out great.
Great facility. And this iron lung is pretty cool to see.
Yes, it is. We saw it in the park, but it wasn't plugged in. So I don't know if you're going to plug it in or not. But
I think we're going to probably plug it in the library because Dr. Jacobson said he's looking forward to talking about it and how it works.
Yeah, sure.
And there's still somebody in one who's been in one since the 1950s, and he's still alive.
Wow.
Down in Texas.
Yeah, you told us about him during the crazy days, and he's an author and well-educated guy.
Very well educated, yeah.
It's crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
All right.
So thank you so much for your time, guys. You offer a wonderful service here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Questions?
Well, I was just going to say, you talk about all the things that you have coming up, and I know we think about Rotary when it comes to service projects, and rightfully so. But Rotary does a lot in trying to just educate and send out information about different topics too, right? And polio is a good example of that.
Mm-hmm. And I really love the education piece.
Yeah.
I know that I've been a Rotarian really almost since I moved back to Broken Bow. It was since 1997. And I loved coming to the meetings when they had a speaker because I always learned something new that I didn't know. Even if it was somebody who was presenting on a business that I'd been into 100 times. It was like, I didn't know how that started. I didn't know you did that. So I always learned something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Brent. I mean
thank you, Dave.
From the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
I mean it. Seriously.
Working overtime. Bruning Bank is dedicated to keeping you safe. Remember, never give out your personal information, click on unsolicited links, or rely solely on caller ID as it can be spoofed. Keep your information safe by monitoring your account transactions with mobile or online banking and set up customized alerts with Notify. If you believe you have been targeted by fraudulent activity, we are here to help. Learn more about fraud safety at bruningbank.com or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Aero Aviation is happy to have served the area since 1971, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Their aircraft is equipped with the latest in GPS guidance and flow control technology, and they're always searching for the next big thing in aviation. Contact Casey and Melissa Williams at 872-5113 and talk to them about your fall pasture spraying. That's Aero Aviation, proud to serve Custer County and surrounding areas.
Maybe this is you too. A lot of people do not like their health plan right now, and they're worried they're stuck with it. One that costs too much or doesn't meet their needs, or for whatever reason, they're just not happy with it. If that is you, some great news. There really is another choice. It's called Medishare, and it's such a great option, especially if you're self-employed, changing jobs, or part of the gig economy. Here's what you get when you switch to Medishare. First, huge savings. The typical family saves $500 a month. You also get a massive doctor network, or you can just use the doctor of your choice, or Medishare's free 24/7 telehealth option. And you get to be part of something you can believe in. Medishare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills. No wonder Medishare gets double the customer satisfaction ratings compared with typical health insurance. So no, you are not stuck. You've got a great alternative. Call now. 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
8:34, almost 8:35. Joyce is here.
Good morning.
How you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you.
You know, I don't know how you feel. What's your Monday like? You've got a busy Monday?
Not so much at work. Have a big catering job this morning, but once I get that delivered, then I have a long list of to-dos for
around the
other
house.
Responsibilities.
Well, I just wondered because we feel like chatting. So if you want to hang, you can hang with us for a while. You know, we're not in any
There
big
you go.
rush here.
You're not going to get me in trouble, though, right?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
No, and I'd feel really bad about it if I did, and I would apologize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're really good at apologizing.
Yeah.
So how you been? All right?
Doing very well, thanks.
So let's start with the help situation in this world.
Yes, thank you.
I heard the story this morning on our Brownfield Ag Network that they're actually talking about more robotics on the farm because of the need for help. So it's everywhere.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I heard on the news over the weekend that national news, it just said that Walmart organization would be adding 150,000 people for their holiday like they do every year. And then afterwards the announcer said, and where are they going to find 150,000 people?
That is true.
My thought exactly. When you can't find one or two, where are you going to find 150,000?
Yeah, no kidding.
And then what's scary about that, in my mind anyway, is if they do find the 150,000, are they leaving somewhere to go there? You know what I mean?
That scares the rest of us, too.
I'm sure it does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we ever thought we'd see anything quite like this, really.
No, I don't think, we certainly didn't see it coming.
I know it.
I mean, we thought we'd get through COVID and life would just pick up and go on, which has not really happened.
It has not. It has not. It's going to take a while.
Yes.
So there's some opportunities out there for folks, though, who want to work full or part-time. You guys have always been flexible.
There are,
with
and
your
that's
position.
one of the things that we're very proud of is we have very flexible scheduling, and I think our employees will tell you that. You know, we have a scheduling app, and our employees, and don't let that scare you if you don't do that. There's other ways to work it, but our employees can go in and request off, you know, when they need off, and almost every time, I won't say every time, but almost every time they get it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many open slots in that app, and then if those slots are all full, then their request won't go in.
I see.
So, you know, if it's for example, junk jaunt weekend, you know, we needed all hands on deck. So there was very few, if any, requests off allowed for that weekend. But generally they go into that app, and that's how the students go in and put in their cross country and their band and their this and their that. They go in and enter all that. And so then when Kevin and Kelly work on the schedule, those are already plugged in to the schedule, but very, very flexible scheduling. And of course, we can work around children in school. Just, we have one employee that comes only 2 days a week, and she's only there when her son is in school. And so works well for her. It works very well for us. Wanted to mention, too, we feel like we have some perks that maybe other places do not. We have profit sharing that we've been doing this year, which gets those employees a pretty nice bonus check every so often.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been a real plus for them. We have opportunity for advancement. Of course, we have very competitive pay to start with. They get both free and discounted meals, depending on if they are on the clock or not on the clock. Referral bonuses, so if they come to work for us and then they refer someone else that comes, they both get bonuses, the new person and the person that does the referring. We'll also, of course, celebrate birthdays, and we celebrate their runsiversary, what we call their runsiversary. So there's special celebration for that. And also, there's time and a half on some of the holidays. Obviously, we're closed on a few holidays, but those holidays that we're open, there's time and a half available. So lots of neat perks.
That's a very nice perk. Never heard of that in the food industry, a few years back.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So that's kind of what's going on.
All right.
So we're looking. You can go to runza.com, and you'll find the tab there for jobs. You can apply online. If you're not comfortable doing that, stop in and pick up an application. Don't think if you're looking for a job that it has to be a 40-hour-a-week job, because that's not at all what we're looking for. I mean, we'd take that, but we wouldn't say no if you only want to give us 8 hours a week.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
very flexible.
Very flexible.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, lots of things to talk about. Chili season is here.
Yeah,
Our
oh boy.
soup and chili and cinnamon rolls have begun.
All right.
Yes.
Good deal.
So we have, of course, potato bacon and chili every day. And then we rotate. Broccoli cheese is with us on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And Wisconsin cheese is with us Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. Same schedule it's been for years. If you're a soup fan, you know the schedule. But if you don't, and people call quite often and ask what it is, and that's fine.
And where are we at on the rolls? Because there was a number of years the company was trying to hit the right recipe.
And Broken Bow was a test market.
Yes.
Remember that? Yeah. Yep. So we're on the same rolls that we had last year.
Okay.
Yep. They've got the cinnamony, crispy kind of topping to them.
Found what people
like.
like.
Not the frosting.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So that seemed to be the winner after all the taste tests and the test markets and everything else. But those sold very well last year, and we sold a lot of them yesterday. So people are glad to have those back alongside the chili. And since chili's back, remember, that means you can get the chili salad, which always sounds kind of strange until you've had one.
Yep.
Had one the other day, like, oh my gosh, I'd forgotten the salad. So, and then you can get the chili cheese fries and the chili pigs. So chili brings with it some more treats besides just the chili.
And you can have a runza or a hamburger, and you can actually dip that in the chili.
Yes, you can.
If you like.
Yep.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Yes, it works quite well, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yep. We are participating in the food challenge that Adams Land and Cattle sponsors every year. So we have a location set up in the restaurant. We can take either food, preferably no glass items, or monetary donations. But we have a little table set up there. So this will support both the backpack program at school, where the kids are loaded up and sent home for the weekend with food, and also the local food pantries.
Okay, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, so would love to have you help us out on that. Of course, we can take canned goods. Some of the suggestions are, of course, fruits, vegetables, soup, ravioli, macaroni, pasta, cereal, hamburger helper, Jell-O, snacks, Pop-Tarts, peanut butter.
But you avoid glass.
They'd like us to avoid glass.
Sure.
Yes. And if you'd rather just write a check, we have a box there for that as well. And those checks can be made out to the Custer County Foundation Food for Youth.
Okay.
So, and those checks are nice too, because then if there's items they're low on at the food pantry, they can go get what they need.
Yeah.
So either way is fine. But help us out. We have a donation cart actually in our lobby for that to happen. So
Okay.
thank
All right.
you.
Nice deal. And I think that's great that Adams Land and Cattle kind of organizes
Absolutely.
that and does
Yeah, because
that.
it takes some organization, and then it
Yeah.
has to be gathered up and all of those things. Philly Style Runza is still here, and I thought it was ending in the end of September, so I may have misled some people. So it's here through the end of October. So if you haven't had that, we start with the original Runza, then we add actual Philly steak to that, so you're getting a lot of protein in there. Very, very filling. Of course, caramelized onions, diced green peppers, Swiss cheese, and finish it off with that Montreal steak seasoning. People have just been loving that Runza.
It's good.
Yep.
Could dip that in chili, too.
Oh, you could, yeah.
Yes. That does sound good.
Yeah.
That would be very good, yeah. So remember that we have that Philly Runza. A big thank you. Last time we were here, we talked about teammates. That went very, very well. We had both volunteers from Broken Bow Public Schools and Anselmo Myrna Schools, and we had a big day. People are always so generous with their tips as well as just supporting the program. So both of those programs did very well that day, and thank you to everyone. Custer County never disappoints.
They don't. It's always fun to drive by Runza on those days you do that and see the line clear out over into the parking lot.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Wanted to mention, and it's been laying on the desk there for quite some time, so I apologize for that, but someone lost what appears to be a man's wedding band.
Oh.
And like I said, it's been a while. Brent, you still have yours?
I immediately looked at my hand to
Dave
make sure
doesn't
that I
have
had
one.
mine on.
Yeah. So if you're missing one and you can describe that to us, we have it there at Runza. And like I said, it's been a bit, so I
Okay.
apologize. Life's crazy, and it kind of sat there for a while. I think nobody quite knew. Did it belong to somebody around here, and they took it off at work? And
You thought maybe somebody's going to come back for a while.
Yes, and nobody came back. And so if you're looking for a wedding band, probably a guy's, I would say, by the looks of it, get a hold of me and we can figure it out. If you're listening to the north, some of our friends up in the North Country, Thursday will be the day that Kevin will be at Ainsworth with Runzas at Red and White Market. So coming up, it's always the first Thursday of the month, and hard to believe, but here we are, the first Thursday of the month again. So
kidding.
I know you have listeners up that direction, very much so, and so he'll be at Red and White Market on Thursday with those in the deli.
He's been doing that for a while,
Oh, yeah,
hasn't he?
a lot
And
of
I think
years.
it's pretty
Yep.
popular
Yeah,
up
it
there.
is very popular up there. Yep.
You take up a pretty good load up there.
Yes, yeah. He goes up early in the morning and bakes them up there.
He does?
Yeah. They get baked up there in the oven at the deli. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so they're
So
very
fresh.
hot and fresh. Yeah, very hot and fresh. So
That's nice.
and then the deli has fries and stuff to go with them, so you can get a meal pretty much like you can at Runza.
Good.
So,
Fantastic.
yeah,
Plus,
so-
kind of go back to the old stomping grounds, too.
Yeah. I don't get to go with him very often, but
you'd be the one that should
yeah,
probably go up there.
but he did live there for a while, so he still knows a lot of people
Oh,
up
I
there.
bet he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, a lot of things happening.
Yeah, lots of things. And we're making that swing now. We were watching, kind of looked at the extended forecast. This week we're going to be, like we have enjoyed, these 80s, 70s. Towards the weekend, I think it's going to cool off. Then we're going to start seeing 60s rather than 70s and 80s. It's that time of year, but boy, is it, all the things you mentioned to eat fit all of that perfectly.
Yep, they do. They do. It's time. You kind of hate to see it. Yesterday was such a beautiful day.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
just a perfect day. You hate to know that that's going to come to an end, but it does.
The only thing I would say about yesterday is it was okay that there wasn't a breeze because it was so darn comfortable, but those little bugs, those little
That's what
gnats.
I've heard people mentioning those. I really wasn't outside, but that's
little
what
biters.
That's what they said. They can't go out in their yards because they just get bitten up.
Now they bother Joan more than me, but I think that's because I'm not as tasty.
Not as
to the
sweet.
bugs. Yeah,
Yeah,
not as sweet.
yeah.
It doesn't smell as good.
We've been struggling with the flies. It's just a
Yeah.
time that
Yes.
you just cannot keep them out, especially at the restaurant. I mean, you
Oh,
have 3 doors open in that drive-through window nonstop, and we're just battling those. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, until we have a good freeze,
Yeah.
they're
Gotta-
going to be around.
Yeah, we need to freeze those flies, but let's don't get in a hurry about
Exactly. Yeah. It's about time for them.
it. All right, Joyce, thanks a lot.
Yes.
What are your hours right now?
Thank you. We open at 10:30 in the morning. That's both in drive-through and dine-in. And then we close at 9 o'clock dine-in and 9:30 drive-through.
Okay, all right.
So, yep, a little bit earlier than it was, and that way we can have our school student employees there with us through closing, and they can get home at a decent time. So 9:30 drive-through is our closing time.
All right. Thanks, Joyce.
Thank you.
Runs in Broken Bow, serving up good food 7 days a week.
Acres. Look no further. Wheat or forages from Arrowseed are great options with low input costs and provide great rotational benefits to the next crop. Cereal forages like winter triticale, rye, or winter barley can give you grazing acres for cattle as well as a cash crop. Wheat will provide a cash crop along with the opportunity to double crop or plant a soil builder cover crop for an alternative grazing program and improved soil health. To learn more, call Arrowseed today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Exceptional Senior Living is off-Broadway assisted living in Broken Bow. They have a few beautiful and spacious apartments available now. They'd love to visit with you if you are thinking it's time for a more secure and safe environment for yourself or a loved one. They also have a wonderful dining room with a great kitchen staff and many activities available for their community members. Just unveiled is their new virtual tour at offbroadwayapartments.com. They have pictures available on Facebook as well. For more information, call Off Broadway at 872-2522.
852, talking earlier about the household hazardous waste collection in Lexington on Friday. That is again from 9 until 10:30. Cozad 11:30 to 12:30, and Gothenburg 2 to 3. Details are on the community calendar page on Sandhills Express if you didn't catch all of that. And again, it's also 4-H week, and we'll be saluting 4-H and all it does for the youth at our schools and in our communities. we didn't really get a chance to talk Husker football, or we did and didn't do it. So in about a minute and a half, we're going to talk Huskers real quick.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, I can always do that.
All right.
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
Vardy Healthmart, your local Healthmart pharmacy in Broken Bow. Save all October long on these items and more. Healthmart Magnesium Oxide 400, 60 counts are $4.99. Melatonin 60 count quick dissolve or prolonged release are $9.99. And 5 milligram gummies are $7.49. 120 count 5 milligram melatonin tablets are $7.49. And 120 count 3 milligram tablets are only $6.49. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
8:54 is your time. Well, the Huskers looked like they had everything working on all 8 cylinders on Saturday. I think the Coach Frost at the end of the game said that this is what they can do when they get everything together like they've been working on, and they did that. For the casual fan, it actually got a little boring in the second half, but I know for most fans it was, like you said, relaxing, right?
Yes, it was. It wasn't stressful watching it, at least not for me. No, it was just great to see. You know, you saw, for me anyway, you saw execution, concentration, and just it all came together for that one night. Now, can that happen week after week after week? That's the next question. And listen, you know, Northwestern probably, I know, is not the best team that Nebraska is going to play this year, but the one thing you always know about Northwestern because of who their coach is, they're usually a very fundamentally sound team. So to see Nebraska do what they did against them, yeah, it was just enjoyable. Mm-hmm. And it's been a while since we've kind of seen that, especially against a conference opponent.
Yeah. So,
but now another test. Michigan is a completely different monster. So it's another night game at Memorial Stadium. I didn't actually have the opportunity to watch the game on TV. I listened to the whole thing, but I wish I could have seen whatever they did between the end of the third and start of the fourth quarter, because apparently they kind of did something different with the thunderstruck music and everything, and I guess it was really awesome, is what I have heard. So Memorial Stadium will be jacked up on Saturday night. So this is a great opportunity for Nebraska. You're coming off a big win. I would think the guys have to feel like, hey, we figured some things out. Now we have an opportunity to really show what we can be, because Michigan is very good.
Well, they are good, although you have to go look back at the 2 games ahead of this one where Nebraska played top-notch teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually could have and maybe should have won those games. So I don't think Michigan's going to come into Memorial Stadium thinking it's going to be a cakewalk. I think they know the capabilities of Nebraska if they put it all together. So I don't think they'll come in overconfident.
Oh, no.
And Nebraska, you know, even though, as you mentioned, that some of the teams they played are not upper level, they haven't lost at home, so they're on their home turf, correct?
They are, yes. And this is, and to me, this is another step for Nebraska. Nebraska's got to get back to protecting home field, no matter who comes into town. Because, there was a day when, well, I mean, my goodness, that one stretch, how many home games had they won in a row before they finally lost, and we've just kind of lost that, unfortunately. So, protect home field. The crowd, is going to be jacked up, and it's just a great opportunity for Nebraska. But that's the question now. Can you take the next step and beat a high-quality team and, again, execute, concentrate, and not do the little things that can beat yourself? So
the quarterback play was excellent, and actually even the guys that came in second and third quarterbacks did a good job. And we know that the second quarterback can come in on a moment's notice, as he did the other day in the previous game. So that's a bit of a comfort. I just think that being at home, playing the way they did, they got every opportunity here now to protect that home stand, like you said. The break between the two quarters, they just showed part of that. But it was pretty rocking.
Yeah, I heard that, and that would have been fun to have experienced that live.
I imagine there's a place you can go back and watch it if you need to. But
probably so, and I might find it.
These days. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have some news for you. Got a little music lined up for you next half hour, and we have a few more things we want to tell you about this morning. So stick around on this Monday. You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber hopes you stop by to talk to them about your dream project. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. After 126,000 gallons of oil spill into the Pacific off Southern California.
Thick pockets of sludge continue to wash up along some of Southern California's most popular beaches this morning, coating everything from the sand to the wildlife.
CBS's Lilia Luciano. The leak's been contained. The cause not yet known. Coronavirus, the third vaccine maker, wants to give boosters.
Johnson & Johnson is planning to ask the FDA to authorize the booster shot for its COVID-19 vaccine amid growing evidence older adults and other high-risk groups will need extra protection.
CBS's Linda Kenyon reporting. Today's deadline day for New York City school staff to come to work vaccinated or don't come at all. This parent sees what the resulting staff shortages mean for the kids.
The students are all being warehoused, pushed together in auditoriums, which is not safe.
Some 90% of New York's education workers and 93% of its teachers had received at least one vaccine dose as of Friday. CBS News Brief. I'm Vicki Barker.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
NFL Week 4 wraps up tonight at 8:15 Eastern from SoFi Stadium with the 3-0 Raiders visiting the 2-1 Chargers. But last night it was Sunday night football action from Foxborough. Buccaneers held off the Patriots 19-17. New England had the chance to take the late lead, but Nick Folk's 56-yard field goal with a minute left on the clock was no good with the ball hitting the left upright. In Tom Brady's return to New England, he didn't throw a touchdown but did add 269 yards, passing Drew Brees to become the NFL's all-time leader in passing yards. Baseball action, the Red Sox beat the Nationals 7-5, while the Yankees walked off with a 1-0 win over the Rays. So Boston will host New York in the American League wildcard game on Tuesday. Giants and Dodgers both won, so San Francisco clinched the NL West. Dodgers will host the National League wildcard game on Wednesday against the Cardinals.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. High temperatures climbing into the lower 80s for today under lots of sun. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies will dip to a low of 43. Tuesday's highs in the upper 70s with abundant sunshine, And that stretch of sunny weather looks to continue right into Wednesday as well, mid-70s. For Thursday, lots of sun, high of 77, with some lower 80s Friday. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer specializing in pivot maintenance and repair. But did you know they are also licensed electricians that can do all electrical work that is agricultural, commercial, and even residential? Yes, that means new houses and remodels too. Get a free quote within 24 hours and Custer Electric will have you on your way to your new home. You did your pivot maintenance, you made it through service season. Now it's time for grain bin season. Custer Electric and Irrigation sells Conrad American grain bins and will service any and all grain bins you may need worked on this year. New bins, rewires, fans, motors, capacitors, belts, pulleys, and everything in between. Lance and crew will do it all at a price that's fair to you. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your one-stop shop for all electrical, agricultural, and commercial needs. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or go to custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
48 degrees outside, lots of sunshine out there this morning. This is, oddly enough, on this Monday is National Taco Day.
Oh, I can get into that. National Taco Day.
Yeah, but don't you usually have Taco Tuesday? Isn't that normally? But this is Taco Day nationally on a Monday.
Okay.
That means there might be some taco deals out there. You might check with your restaurants out there. There's a National Taco Council.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does the National Taco Council do?
Well, it was established in 1964. Once they sent a 55-pound taco to President Johnson at the White House.
Wow.
Yeah. Why? I suppose PR.
You think that was in a hard shell or a soft shell taco?
I'm thinking soft, because I don't know if you'd get a hard shell without breaking up if it weighed 55 pounds. This is also an important day, and I think this is one that we should probably do more often. It's 10-4 day, like 10-4.
Yeah, 10-4, good buddy.
Celebrating radio operators and dispatchers today.
Good.
On the 4th day of the 10th month. Get it?
Yes, I got it.
10-4, good buddy. But most importantly, celebrating those dispatchers out there who dispatch for trucks and police departments and emergency personnel. They're there 7 days a week. A lot of times it has an effect on our lives, and we don't even think about it. So it's 10-4 day.
So can we play Convoy for 10-4 day?
Well,
here's the rubber duck.
Maybe you could play that this afternoon over on Pure Country KCNI.
I will do that. I will play Convoy. I'll do it in the 1 o'clock hour.
Okay.
All right.
Here's the Tedeschi Trucks Band, Midnight in Harlem.
do not like their health plan right now, and they're worried they're stuck with it. One that costs too much or doesn't meet their needs, or for whatever reason, they're just not happy with it. If that is you, some great news. There really is another choice. It's called Medishare, and it's such a great option, especially if you're self-employed, changing jobs, or part of the gig economy. Here's what you get when you switch to Medishare. First, huge savings. The typical family saves $500 a month. You also get a massive doctor network, or you can just use the doctor of your choice, or Medishare's free 24/7 telehealth option. And you get to be part of something you can believe in. Medishare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills. No wonder Medishare gets double the customer satisfaction ratings compared with typical health insurance. So no, you are not stuck. You've got a great alternative. Call now. 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
9:12 is your time. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on a Monday, and I'm feeling like Brent and I are getting along okay now that I apologized and everything. So for, knocking him around a little bit about his obsession for cheese slices that are in plastic. Kraft cheese. Is that what Kraft usually?
Yes, there are different companies that make the single, I guess, that you get to unwrap from the plastic, but I prefer the Kraft single. Yes.
My apologies.
All right.
The term Pandora Papers are making megastars and mega-rich panic just a little bit. A massive leak of confidential records is showing how some of the wealthiest people in the world, including folks in the United States and across the world, are dodging taxes.
Oh.
They're doing it via offshore accounts. That's not a new trick. Secret trust and shell companies, nearly 12 million documents are airing the dirty laundry about people like the Prime Minister Tony Blair and a Formula One race car driver and others who make a lot of money or have a lot of money. In all, 35 current and former leaders are featured, and more than 300 public officials are also featured in this report that have shell companies, offshore accounts, and are avoiding paying taxes. Like I've said before, I've never understood. No one likes to pay taxes, especially those who can afford to pay taxes. But we'll do just about anything to keep from paying taxes, and yet, on the other hand, we'll do whatever we need to do for our country. We just don't want to pay taxes. I guess that's where we came from, when we started having the Tea Party, right?
Yeah.
A sad story today, and you're hearing a lot of it on the news, the spill off the California coast. I don't know if you heard that or read about it, but that was a pipeline under the ocean that sprung a leak. 126,000 gallons of oil that spilled to threaten beaches and wildlife. An investigation is underway to figure out what caused the leak. That's always kind of a sweet and sour thing, They probably were being inspected along the way, but we're going to do an investigation to find out why it leaked. Those things happen, but that is a bad, bad thing for a beautiful coastline there. And they're trying to clean it up. I don't know. That seems like a monumental task to be trying to wipe grease of oil off birds and things like that and clean up the beaches. It's happened before, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some things going on here at home.
Okay.
We talked about the waste deal that I promised to do, hazardous waste collection in Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. Saturday is the senior movie matinee at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. First 50, get kids pack meals too, along with a gift basket given away before the movie. And so that is taking place this Saturday. And I believe Off-Broadway is involved in making that happen with the cooperation of Fox Theater. And then this past weekend, Brent, you could go up to the tree dump and dump your trees off, your branches and different things, grass clippings for free. And they're going to do that again this Saturday.
Good.
So the tree dump will be open from 8:30 until noon and 1 until 5:30. They'll accept trees, tree branches, wood pallets, untreated and unpainted lumber, grass clippings, leaves, yard waste, garden waste, flowers, and bushes. And they will also accept clean concrete free of rebar or wire mesh. So that's available again on Saturday.
Good. Hey, take time to remind you about the big event that they have coming up at the barn just outside Broken Bow on Thursday, October 7th. The Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Barn Pie Contest. Now, we put together an ad, the staff did, this past Friday. We recorded it live on the air. Only took us a couple of takes, but we got it together, and we invite all of you to come out and celebrate at the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Barn. Again, they're going to have a pie contest, and this is Thursday, October 7th. The contest judging will start at 3:15 in the afternoon. You can drop your entries off at the barn from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. October 7th. Now, here's the rules. I'm just going to read them as they're stated because I love to eat pie, but I've never baked a pie. Nor will I probably ever. Here's the rules. You must make an 8-inch, 2-crust fruit or fall pie, it says, in a disposable tin. The crust can be pie crust or a cracker crust. Topping can be pie crust or crumb topping, no soft pies, it says. Pies will then be judged on overall taste and appearance. One winner will be the Pie Champion for 2021 with your name on the plaque that hangs at the Red Barn. So this is all coming up Thursday, October 7th. Come be a part of the day to stay or to pick up a slice of pie and go. They'll be serving a slice for just $3. Put some ice cream on it, make it a la mode for an extra $1, and they'll be serving pie from 3:30 until close. All of this is happening at the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Barn, right there on the edge of Broken Bow. And again, it'll be coming up on Thursday, October the 7th.
All right, so let's review Thursday. We have the contest you just mentioned. That will be out at the barn. And then Deb McCaslin was in talking about the activities out at Kincaiders, Rotary, bringing in the Iron Lung and selling pints of beer or root beer, and you keep the glass. And there'll be some educational material there and some fun. And they move that up a little bit from 5 to starting at 4 until 8. So that's going on.
Yes.
And then at the bonfire, they're having a benefit.
They are. This is a real special thing that they're doing at the bonfire here in Broken Bow. The Bonfire Grill on Thursday, that's this Thursday, October 7th, is going to present a day for the Bissonnettes in Broken Bow. Of course, James unfortunately passed away recently, and so they're going to be doing a special benefit for the Bissonnette family. You are invited to stop by the bonfire and eat and drink all day into the evening, and 100% of the proceeds that day will directly go to the family of James Bissonnette. Eat at the bonfire anytime on Thursday and help the Bissonnettes in this very difficult time. Also, as many of us know, James was an active member of the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department. So the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department will be joining the bonfire team from 5 until 7 this Thursday evening as honorary waiters and bartenders. So save the date and plan to eat well for a great cause on October 7th at the Bonfire Grill in Broken Bow. And because of what they're doing on this day, they encourage you that if you come out to participate in the event, get a meal and some refreshment at the bonfire to donate back to the Bissonnette family, please bring cash. It's just going to, I think you can use your card, but for them to donate all of the proceeds back to where they want to donate them to, it will just be easier for them to do that if you pay in cash. So we want to stress that. Bring cash and help support the Bissonnette family at the bonfire on Thursday, October 7th.
All right, so Thursday of this week is a big day. And then, of course, don't forget on Wednesday, the Rotary is having those special speakers in at the Broken Bow Library from 12 noon until 1 o'clock on Wednesday. Also, of course, we always have big sports weeks, and we're going to be getting back into sports a little bit later on this week. In fact, not until Friday. So let's
tomorrow, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I missed that. Yeah,
That's
you're
all
right. Volleyball tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to go to Ord, and we're going to do the Broken Bow matches at the Ord Triangular. Broken Bow will be playing in the final 2 matches of the day, so we'll have them against Cozad and against Ord beginning probably around 6 o'clock or so tomorrow evening, and that'll be on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then on Friday, we'll have our doubleheader of football for you with Broken Bow football on KCNI Radio as the Indians go to Holdridge on Friday. And then our area 8-man game will have Ansley Litchfield against South Loop in Callaway. That'll be on Friday on KBBN Radio. So that's kind of a preview for what's coming up local sports-wise.
All right. Then on Saturday, Husker football, we talked about that. Michigan comes to Memorial Stadium. Schedule's just like this past Saturday, 4:30 pregame, kickoff at 6:30, and you can listen to it on KBBN 95.3 FM and also on KBBN.com. And then we'll also have Husker volleyball for you on Sunday, pregame 11:30, first serve at 12 Central on Sunday. And the Huskers looked pretty good yesterday, and they had good matches before that. They're back on track and looking good. So you can still get out and do some things on Sunday and Saturday and keep up with the Huskers.
There you go. Yep, nice to have Lauren Stivrins back for Nebraska volleyball.
Yeah.
She can make a difference.
Yes, she can. All right, we'll let you hear that commercial that we made in how many takes?
Just a couple, I think. It didn't take very long.
This is the finished product, if you want to call it that. About the pie contest.
Get ready, get set, bake!
Kitchen queens and kings of central Nebraska are invited to enter the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Barn Contest to be held Thursday, October 7th.
Drop off your delicious entries at the barn from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Judging will begin at 3:15 p.m.
Entries should be an 8-inch 2-crust fruit or fall pie in a disposable tin. Topping can be pie crust or crumb topping. No soft pies, please.
The pies will be judged on overall taste and appearance. One winner will be crowned the 2021 Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Barn Pie Maker Champion and will be awarded a plaque that will be displayed at the barn.
For those of you who don't make pies, do not despair.
Beginning at 3:30 p.m., the public is welcome to come to the barn to purchase a slice of pie for only $3, a la mode for $4.
Come spend the afternoon or pick up a slice of pie to go. Mark the date for the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway Barn Pie Contest, Thursday, October 7th.
Did you know that the first public power utilities sprang up in the late 1800s to serve predominantly rural communities? Custer Public Power District was organized in September of 1944. Custer Public Power is one of the nation's 2,000 customer-owned, not-for-profit electric utilities. Custer Public Power supplies electric power to over 4,600 miles of distribution lines, serving our families, friends, and neighbors. Providing reliable, affordable, and public-owned power, Custer Public Power District, empowering progress.
Hi, this is Mary from Team Physical Therapy. Team Physical Therapy has locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, Gothenburg, Burwell, and Kearney, together empowering able movement. Team Physical Therapy. Call us today at 872-5111.
Bovine respiratory disease, or BRD, doesn't have to knock the wind out of your operation. The challenge is real, but so is Elanco's growing BRD portfolio. With Elanco, you can choose from multiple modes of action to help you and your herd breathe easier. For more than 40 years, Elanco has been committed to delivering flexible, future-looking solutions for BRD and other tough challenges. We're dedicated to ensuring our solutions always help you handle whatever you're up against. Our growing portfolio of products for the prevention, control, and treatment of BRD allows you to select the right solution to help keep your herd healthy and productive. It's right for cattle and right by you. Breathe easier. Ask your herd health veterinarian or sales rep about Elanco BRD Solutions. Elanco is a trademark of Elanco or its affiliates.
925, the Callaway Good Life Center in Callaway is looking for some employees that are interested in working with some very nice people.
Yeah, several positions are open. Let's run them down for you. Looking for a full-time cook/aide for a morning-evening combination. Also looking for part-time evening aide position. This would be 10 to 20 hours weekly. And also looking for a part-time weekend cook, either mornings or evenings. That's in the dietary department at the Callaway Good Life Center. Also, the center is hiring CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. They have openings for day and night shifts, offering competitive pay and provide benefit opportunities for full-time staff. Also, the center is now hiring a transportation driver for their resident transportation needs. This would be a part-time position. Also looking for some part-time housekeeping and laundry help as well. So to find out more, just call them at 836-2267. And you can also go to their website and print out an application there. Again, for more information regarding these job opportunities at Callaway Good Life Center, you can call the center at 308-836-2267.
While we're thinking about it, good morning to Rosemary and Don Davis up in Ohio. They dropped a note last Friday to us, and Rosemary said that she's semi-retired now, and her and Don are spending a lot of time together up there listening to the radio.
Good.
Appreciate that very much. We'll be right back.
The grocery cart has all kinds of deals in their aisles, including these and more. Fresh 10-pound tubes of 80% lean ground beef are $2.98 a pound. Hormel 8-pound average Boston butt pork roasts are $1.98 a pound. Certified Angus beef sirloin tip steaks are $5.98 a pound. And Grocery Cart's own homemade pork sausage is $3.28 a pound. All natural 2.5-pound bags of Best Choice boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets are $6.98. Bluebonnet stick margarines are 98 cents. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Barney Healthmart, your local Healthmart pharmacy in Broken Bow. Save all October long on these items and more. Healthmart Pain Relief 100 counts, $6.99. Severe Cold and Flu 24 counts are $4.99. And Saline nasal sprays are $2.99. Daytime liquid caps 24 count are $6.49. Barney Healthmart, downtown Broken Bow. Healthmart, caring for you and about you.
Caring for you and about you. Barney Healthmart.
You hear it quite often, sales and service. But what does that really mean? At Power Solutions, it means help from start to finish. At the start, quality Vermeer equipment built to their traditional high standards, delivering reliable service you expect. Along the way, strong Vermeer parts to get you back up and going fast, paired with helpful service from the staff at Power Solutions. Call your local Vermeer dealer at 872-5522 or swing by 2 miles east on Highway 2, Broken Bow. Power Solutions wishes you a safe harvest season.
Well, it's 9:29, about time for us to leave. Before we do that, though, we want to remind you that it's the Mega Powerball drawing tonight.
Oh, how much is it up to?
$635 million.
Oh, my.
Yep. Still up for grabs.
Wow.
Tonight, expected to be upwards to $670 million. So you might consider buying a ticket, but you know your odds are getting worse as time goes along.
But you know what? One of these days, somebody's going to win it.
Yep, somebody will. May as well be Brent or Dave.
Yeah.
Or somebody here in Custer
You want
County.
to, let's go buy a ticket, you and me. We'll
All
each
right.
chip in 50 cents.
Will we split it up?
I think, I would, yes, I will split it right down the middle.
Oh, boy. What would happen if we won? Would we get greedy?
I don't know.
Let me think about that one. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, see ya.